Hey, what's up, guys? Brock here. If you like my content, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell, players. Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome to another week of This Week in Customs. It's where I go to Instagram and take a look at the world of custom action figures from talented folks, and we look at finished products as well as work in progress pictures, videos, etc. Congratulations to Let Customs from this past week's episode. Nearly 300 votes. Actually, it was 275 votes in. He was the clear winner. Congratulations. Amazing Optimus Prime repaint. It's not often that a repaint would get so much attention, but when it's this good, wow, fantastic job. Looking forward to seeing future works to come. Let's get into this week's episode, and at the very end of the show, I'm going to pick top 5 from this week, at least subjectively, from my opinion, and we will let you vote on those. All right, let's get going with this amazing picture from Action Figure Toronto. What's even more amazing than the picture is the custom. Sandman, obviously, it's the Build-A-Figure. Go take a look at his actionfiguretoronto.com. He does tutorials on there. He did the tutorial on this custom. This is only parts of it, and as you can already see, it's pretty darn phenomenal. Just beautiful work, excellent customizer, as is Lewin Aiden's. Holy moly! Look at this. This is going to be a concept piece of the Silver Samurai, and it looks awesome. All the different parts, go take a look at it. I showed the kit bash, or the beginning of the different parts that he used for this project, and it looks, wow. Amazing. I'm going to be saying that over and over again because we got so many talented customizers on the list this week. Take a look. Finally, Captain Snick here, he finished this awesome looking custom. I think it almost looks like a video game figure. I'm trying to remember like what type of shading that's called, but it definitely looks like it jumped out of a video game, the way he's done the shading, and maybe that's not even what he's going for, but that's what it looks like to me. The sculpting is phenomenal. The maker, obviously, this is going to be Mr. Fantastic from a different universe, evil genius, looking good. All right, Bagman. This is a Mezco style. I really like the concept. I hadn't seen one in a Mezco style, and I thought that this was very well done. I'm not sure if he did that whole uniform himself. It probably did. That's not easy to do. Beyond my abilities to get that uniform, just works perfect. The stitching, that is not easy in my opinion. Maybe it's easy for him. Go take a look at his Instagram, and maybe you get some tips. Here's another Lewin Aiden's custom. We've been seeing a lot of Lobos coming out. Is there something I'm missing? Is there a movie that he's involved in? But there's been a lot of Lobos being featured on This Week in Customs. A lot of customizers doing the character right now. This is an exceptional piece, as always, looking very... Oh, what? Is that Matt Gargan? Okay. What stands out immediately is the paint job. It looks like it's been airbrushed on. I really dig it. This is using the old Toy Biz Scorpion Venom, and I don't even know what that character is, but that body works so beautifully for here. And it almost looks, is that the hands that came with that? Because they look oversized, and I like how it looks. So this may just be a repaint. I don't know. I really don't know. If you guys know the parts that he used, if it's outside of just that Venom, the Scorpion Venom, let me know. But very good job by Larry here. I think it's the first time he's being featured in This Week in Customs. Same with Professional Celebrity here, using that Hulk Buster from Marvel Select. Great piece. This is going to be the armored up Batman in his Thrasher suit. I dig it. I really like that head. Is that from Mezco? Where is that? Where is that? Oh, from Tony Mize. Okay, so Tony Mize is a customizer. He does 1/6 scale, and he's also got into the 1/12 scales, and he specializes on things like that, and also soft goods. Nice job. All right, wow, Jin, this is a concept piece. It's a original character to him from the Motu universe. For those of you that like Masters of the Universe, you're definitely going to appreciate this. A lot of things going on here. Jin's been around for a really long time. one of the OGs in the custom game, and he's come out with something really cool looking. And I wouldn't even know what to tell you where he got those parts. The dude probably has so much custom fodders that and a big imagination, and that's why he's able to do stuff like that. I think if you're a new customizer, give your with some of these folks like Mark I Lab Creation, Jen, and others that I'm featuring here, realize they weren't always this good. They had to start somewhere. So start with a basic repaint, maybe a kit bash, putting different parts together. That's how I'm using the game. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but putting parts together, coming up with your own creation here. This is obviously a Thor and a Hulk together. It looks awesome. Let's take a look at some of these other shots that he has here. He's done this cape too. Nice. Everything goes very well. And he's a hand brusher. I don't think he does much by an airbrush. And you can see the difference. Some of the folks that choose to pick airbrush over hand brushing, you can see the differences, like for the grittiness when you hand brush versus the very clean look from when you do an airbrush. I may have got my works mixed, but I think you know what I mean. Moving on to another, this is a Batman Who Laughs from Dead Hood Customs, looking very nice. I like it. Man, that head is on the money. Another Mark I Lab Creations. He likes to, bring these amalgamations from his amalgamation. A Clue Hulk. I don't know who that is. Who's the Clue, or I'm probably mispronouncing it. But here's the base figure. He's using a lot of what the sculpt already has, but the fact that he's painting, look at just where he puts the paint and makes it look like lava is dripping out of it, or he's glowing this red. And he's done that he's very clever use of the paints there and the contrast, and I definitely like how that custom looks. Man, I love this. First of all, the photo quality, guys, this is where you got to go for. Look, it's just, I know this is almost ACBA right here. Maybe it is ACBA. I don't know if he tagged it. He should tag it. Obviously, he's sculpted the beard on that Mezco Punisher head. And there's a lot of cloth goods going on here as well. And that accessory bike, perfect. And tattoo work, I can't see the tattoos, but I pretty much, if it's as good as the rest of it, it's going to be pretty darn awesome. I love that look. Who does one? This is an old man Punisher. Wow. I would love to have something like that in my collection, and his picture taking skills are off the hook. I love that. It looks so realistic, and it caught my eye when I came across it. Here's Masterpiece Customs. He's worked on another Domino. This guy pumps out customs, and they're such high quality. I don't know how he does it. Maybe he has a lot of time to work in customs. I don't know, man, but everything he puts out, the paints are so nice and clean, and the sculpting is always, I just so you know, most likely, and I don't know this because I didn't see the work in progress pics, but he's most likely sculpted all the wrist guard, the shoulder pads, the thing around her face, the hair. I guarantee you that a lot of that is his own sculpt, and that's where I would eventually love to get to. His sculpting ability is very good. I'm just going to skip to these photographs right here from Draw Customs. Really nice looking Wolverine, and I think he did those shoulder pads from styrene. I think I think I saw a work in progress where he did it so those wouldn't be an issue with articulation. Let me see if I can see this on the video. Let me see if we can see if he was able to work that out into, yeah, there you go. So I think he made it part of, oh wait, now I'm confused. Regardless, it looks good. Let's move on to the next custom. Remember, everyone here that's being featured is going to be at different levels of customization. If you want assistance, like this is pretty cool. I like the look of this custom. You're working at your crafts, keep at it, and the more you do, the better you're going to get. And here's a Punisher that it looks like he's used, I think that's an original Punisher. I wonder if he's changed the arms and maybe done a little sculpting right there on the wrists and using a different, did you paint that mask or is that from another figure? Is that from, Crossbones. I don't know. But I like the way that you use these parts right here. Punisher should be geared up. This guy looks like he's ready for battle. Kit Bash Customs, he did a repaint. These figures are pretty darn cool, these Mythic Legions. I just wish they had a mythology behind it so that, you know, I can read the story and, you know, get into the characters. But I mean, the design on these things are off the hook. And he's repainted this one. I think it works. I mean, he's blooding them up a little bit. This guy looks like he's been through war. Pretty nice job right there. Check out this Thor. So there's a custom under there. I know he used some of these effects. There he is. Let's take a look at where he started from so you can see that a lot of work goes into that, a lot of sculpting work, and now he's done the beard and he's using thread to do the beard. So kudos to you, man. I think this looks good. Those of you that are MCU fans should be all over that type of custom. All right, here we go. This is a Nemesis custom. I'm not really familiar with the character, but let me just show you where he started from. He sculpted here. I don't know how long you've been customizing, but I definitely like the soft goods. Did you do those soft goods yourself? I wish sometimes when you guys put customs up here, I really don't know. If I don't know the character, I really don't know what you guys have done. So you can help me out in the future by just giving me a little bit. That way, if I end up featuring your custom, I know what to talk about it. All right, take it out. This is an interesting concept, right? We're doing Marvel DC mesh up right here with Ghost Rider and Red Hood, and I like the concept. A lot of, you know, they have their inner demons to deal with. Pretty interesting idea. I dig it. All right. I don't know who this character is. Again, Payback, but I can definitely see that this is definitely a custom. I can see the painted skull, and I guess this guy doesn't like the Punisher. I dig the mask. Let's take a look at some of these other photographs. So you, again, just talking about the difference between airbrushing and hand painting it yourself. This, you can see it's been hand painted, and because it does, and if you want to get that gritty look, I think you should be hand brushing. I think it comes across well if that's what you're going for. Airbrushing, again, very clean lines, and maybe we will have some here in the future I can show you the difference. All right, take a look at After Effects right here, and I think he's done the cape and the suit. Man, that's pretty clever if you were able to do that. It takes talent to be able to sew. I've done a little bit of sewing. My wife tried to teach me. It's not easy to do. All right. Moving on to this Conan, let's take a look at, this is the finished product, and this is where he started from. So you can see some of, well, where he got the face. Man, that Punisher face. It would not make a good female, right? Because look at this, an ugly mug right there. So we have seen Conan's. Conan is making a return. He's being included in a lot of recent comics. It was an Avengers comic, I think, that I'm reading, that he's making an appearance. All right, moving on. So this is another mix of properties. You have, obviously, a Marvel character mixed with a Resident Evil character. Pretty cool idea. And there you can see the custom. Is that his brains on the outside, or is that supposed to be his eyes? It looks like eye brains. All right, moving on. Okay, finally somebody has turned, maybe somebody's already done it, but somebody used this modern Hercules figure and they went with the classic look. I think a lot of people, including myself, would prefer a classic Hercules look. And then here's what you could, this is an idea of what you can do with your own character. You can read up with what M. Jorgensen has done here. And I think he had to have sculpted, or maybe he used the Toy Biz ones. I think he may have sculpted it himself. Let me see. Does he say? I can't see it really quick what he did. But I like definitely the classic look a lot better than the modern look, even though the new figure is pretty neat from what Hasbro has done. All right, so this is, again, another character. The Hottest Fuzz has been featured on previous episodes before. I don't know where he got it, but it looks cool. Some of you will recognize this character. I don't. I do recognize some of the parts, but yeah. So this is obviously some sort of robotic detective. That's what it's called, I guess. And I'm just going to take you through all the pictures here because you're going to see him with some other characters that he's done. This is definitely a different genre that I haven't. Is it manga? Maybe it is. I don't know. But he's definitely geared up, ready to go. Boom. Moving on to the next custom, which is going to be this Wolverine. It looks like he's done the head. It's a new head. I'm trying to remember. Is that a Whiplash face underneath there? And then did you do the mask yourself? Let me see what he said. I did ask him. He said the head is from Series 3 Wolverine. Okay, and he shaved it down and he resculpted it. And then the base figure is from the Jubilee Bath Wolverine. And here we go. I think I got the two Wolverines confused with the previous one. So what he did was he sculpted the boots and the gloves, and then the shoulder pads are attached through the butterfly joints with neoprene, so they won't move when the arms are moving. So that's a very interesting idea. That way you retain the sculpt and the articulation at the same time. Good work. That's why I was confused earlier, not just because I'm old. All right, Pounds 978 doing a Scarlet Spider right there. I think this is the finished version. I had the video. I must have lost the video, but go take a look at his Instagram. He's got a video seeing that custom. Here's another Punisher. I like it. This guy. I wish the lighting was a little bit clearer so I could see the details on the tattoos because they look phenomenal from over here. I'm wondering if you actually did that by hand or if you used some of those water slides. That skull in this chest is amazing looking from what I can see, and I like it. It's an interesting take on the Punisher that he's tattooed. Obviously, he was on the Marine Corps, and nicely done. Wow. Impressive looking Bane from Leech Customs, as always. He does a lot of sculpting himself. I bet you he did those belts. I wonder if he did the pouches too and the boots. And for the face, for sure. That's a brand new Bane. I haven't seen that head sculpt anywhere. I like what he's done in the back there. As you can see, the hoses. This is a very imposing Bane. This is using that Marvel Select Hulk. I can tell from that upper body, and so that's a humongous Bane. Nice. All right, cool. So this is an updated Electro. I really like this body for Electro. I've seen a few other customized do it. A new collector right here has done it himself. He actually elected, instead of sculpting the lines, he actually painted those lines. For me, I think I would want to sculpt them because I think it would be easier for me to do that. So he probably did that by hand, man. I think that's so difficult to do. So good job. Good work on the electrical or electricity effects on his body that you painted by hand. Wow. Man, Mike De La Paz, so talented. Talk about, this guy's got it all. He's got the ability to kit bash or mesh parts together to sculpt, paint, and take photographs. Just really nice. Wow. There you can see what he sculpted and where he started from. Here's the video so you can get the depth of the figure in video. That's why I like it, to see how much he shows. It's just so clean. I like the fact that he used like a shinier looking black for this particular uniform. Almost looked like he's wearing leather. Fantastic job all the way around. Super Tom's Custom recently put this out, even though he featured this custom quite a while ago. Matter of fact, they were casting that upper body. I should have gotten in on it, but I ended up doing my own. But he shows you how to do that scale mail on his supertomscustoms.com page. I think that's what the address is. But I really like the metallic look on this. If you compare this custom to the future Hasbro release, the one that's coming in, I think in the fall, with the Hulk and all those other awesome legends that they're releasing. I'm forgetting the artist's name right now. It'll probably come to me. He's a very realistic looking artist. That figure looks very close to what Tom has done here. My opinion, I think I like this one better. Actually, you guys will like this one better because the paint job will be better. Fantastic looking custom and very good customizer. Can't wait for your Venom head. I'm looking forward. I ordered that. And I can't wait to get it because I will be customizing that figure. Tim's Toys, back at it again. Really cool looking paint job on this figure. I guess it's somebody commissioned him to do this piece. It looks like it's on fire. The effect, your paint job is so money on this figure. It looks great. All right, so this is going to be an Image character. I was trying to remember if I remember what he was, but it's from the Curse of Spawn. It looks good. He's used the soft goods. I wonder if did you make this yourself or did you get that from GP Slot or one of those eBay customizers? But obviously you did this yourself. Really nice looking. He's weaponized. He looks, man, that's a standout custom. And I think the soft goods really add to it too. It works really well. Nicely done, man. Good paint job. I like how you've geared him up. Oh, is his face plate going to come off too? Oh, look at that. The face plate is coming up. All right. You and Ace Outlaw like to film with one hand. You guys need to get a stand, all right? Get a little tripod. But yeah, nice job on that. I like the scar. I like that little Chiva. The little goatee right there. Nice. Good work, man. I dig it. All right, here, Paquino doing his, what is this version of Cyclops? I forget what was the storyline. You guys will, let me see if you put it on here real quick. Come on, find it. No, I can't find it really quick. But I really like that face. Did you actually made this because I know it was a Toys R Us exclusive if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, he sculpted that X on his face. I really like that look. Yeah, he looks like he's about to, blow somebody up. All right, Face Customs has done this wonderful looking, which character is this? I'm forget Polaris, that's right. I should have known with the green hair. But here's what I want to show. You see the shading right there, how it's done, how it kind of blends in very smoothly. This has obviously been done with an airbrush. That's how you can tell the difference. So if you wanted to go for a grittier look, you would have hand painted it. Very few customizers are at the level where they can hand paint something and make it look seamless transitions like if they've airbrushed it. Only high level customizers are able to do that, and it's a nice looking custom. That's why I included it. All right, this is going to be a Star Wars character. I don't know if it's an actual character or if he obviously is the same type of creature as a Bosk, right? And he's definitely used different parts. For you Star Wars fans, I wanted to include that out there. I do like Star Wars. There you go. You see how he made all those himself, man. He sculpted those himself. Obviously, I think that's going to be a head cast. So there's his work, some work in progress shots. He did cast, it looks like the original Bosk. Wow, so you did it yourself, huh? So you did some casting. I haven't even done that yet. Ace Outlaw Customs doing his version of Sentry. This is definitely way better than the Hyperion Buck. He's taken that Hercules upper body, mixed it with the Hyperion lower body, and that really works extremely well. I think this is, it's a work in progress, so that's where we're at right now. These are work in progress shots that we're going to see. Paquino, this is going to be outstanding. You can the sculpting on this is amazing. I featured some Death heads on here before. It's a popular character. I know the character from the Transformer universe. Apparently it's appeared in different areas, but here you can see some of his work in progress. It's there you go. It's a lot of work that he's put into that head sculpt. I'm wondering if you would make that head available for, if you casted that head, you'd probably get some people wanting to get in on it, because that is very nice looking. There you can see what he's done to create those shoulder pieces, or eventually he's going to have some shoulder pieces on there. This is a work in progress. Keep my eye on it, and I'll show it the update on future This Week in Customs episodes. Here, Dead Hood, he's working on a Batman Who Laughs. Captain Snick, just this cable is going to be freaking ridiculous. All that is sculpt work on the hand. On the arm. All of that is sculpt work. Go to his page. You can see his work in progress shots. There you can see all the stuff in green is stuff that he sculpted. He's using a base SH Figuarts Thanos KO player. Paid $25 shipped from eBay. And here we have Symbiote Seeker, another cable. And I wanted you to see the progression on this. The sculpting, he says he's not a very good sculptor. I beg to differ. I think he's done a great job on the hair on this face. Can you guys see whose face that is? Can you tell? Can you tell whose face the base is? If you want to see what it is, you're gonna have to go to his page. But this is the updated. Look at that paint job, man. That looks so good. He's done such a great job. You like Hasbro put in that extra piece, but if you paint it right, you can get that glow effect on the face, and I think this is so awesome, man. That head is so nice, and I think this is the reference art that he's using. But I can't wait to see this cable finish. We're gonna have some really nice looking cables here in the future. Can't wait to see them. Pretty cool Mezco looking. This is like a Bat Punisher, so a DC Marvel character. Man, that looks good. It's a work in progress pick. Can't wait to see the finished product. This is the Juvenile Groot wielding Stormbreaker. I like it. All right, so for those of you, I love that pose, man. Ace here has done something that you will most likely want to do if you got this Build-A-Figure. He has used, you know what? You guys go to his page and check out what he's used. And he does talk about what he did, but now he's made those. See what I'm talking about? They like to film with one hand. For crying out loud, get a tripod. Do me a favor, player, and get yourself a tripod. I know you got a tripod. Come on, man. So now the articulation is there. Much needed articulation. I think Hasbro missed out. I don't know why they didn't add it. They didn't add a waist articulation either, but you would definitely want to do it if you're going to have that Build-A-Figure. Another thing you're going to want to do with a Gambit, this is something I want to do with a Gambit. What you can do is what Bearded Customs did. He actually separated the butterfly joint, because this is Spider-Man 29.9 body that they use. Except in the new Gambit, they didn't give us butterfly joints. So there you see what he's done. He separated the upper portion of the torso and connected it to the lower portion of the torso for Gambit figure. I think he's using a bullseye. It looks like he's using a bullseye. And I think for those of you that want more articulation on your Marvel Legends, this is the way to do it. Thank you for showing that to the rest of us. All right, here's some a work in progress pics from Enerject. He is, and there's his what he's using for art, the reference art, and from the video game, he's working on this Bone Breaker. There's another Bone Breaker, and there you have the Reavers that Become the Villain is working on. We'll keep an eyeball on that. I'm always curious at what lore parts they're going to use in Bone Breaker. I'm going to make one. I haven't found the lore part that I want yet. I think Jin Satome, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I think I like his Bone Breaker. If you, he's got that up. I think he may have shown it on his Instagram. I know I saw it at figurerealm.com, so you can go check out his page there. And I really like the lore portion of the tank. Gonard Custom. I think this, the reason I want to show, I don't do female figures very often. I would like to have a Satana from DC. And I think I keep on seeing this Black Canary done. He got the idea from Masterpiece Customs on how to do those stockings. I would love to see a tutorial video because that really looks amazing. And I see a Satana figure in the future. He's working a Black Canary. Picture the Posables. He is working on a 3D printed And if you go to see what he's doing, it's obviously he's the Kingpin, but it's going to be for the the name is slipping my mind right now. That other character, the head came with Professor X, the something. Oh gosh, getting old is a real thing. But anyways, he's 3D printing these. I don't know if he's going to make that base available for that character that Craig Warwick made and I featured on one of the thumbnails. It's the Blam Blam King. The Scorpion King. No. Oh my gosh. I can't think of it. I give up. But take a look at his page. I think he may be making it available. Harker Customs has these Nightwing heads available, looking just fantastic. I think some of these could also be used for a Red Hood for when I think Jason Todd has used the red mask. But man, I think those are great. If you're interested in these, I think he's making them available, and he can make them available painted. And if you're interested in doing that character, or you just want to head for your Nightwing, hit him up. Moving on to the next one. Here we have a 3D print, and I think these will be available for those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans. You know, I am not, but some of you are, and that's why I'm featuring this. This is looking pretty good. From what I can see, it looks like Casey Jones. If you're interested, go to The Agent, the Thea Agent, or The Agent. I don't know how to pronounce your names, players. All right, and then Rico. I know there's a lot of filter work. This is the most recent release of Weapon X. He can make those canisters available. Take a look at his page. I'll feature it on here. I talked to him, and I think, man, I didn't buy a Weapon X, but if I can get myself a canister looking like that and have that as a display, I may get myself a Weapon X. Here, Toy Box Customs. He is a guy I've talked about before. He makes products available. Some of you that are unhappy with the Hasbro Gambit head, well, you can get this head. He's making available on his store. Hit him up if you're interested. Right there, he's using the Toy Biz Gambit jacket. He's changed the arms. Go look at his page to see what he's done. And if you want this head on your Legend, you may want to, if you don't know how to paint, I think he makes painted versions available. Contact him and he will let you know. All right, now we are moving to the portion of the 5 customs that I've picked. The vote will be available, or the poll will be available on my YouTube channel under the community tab as it was last week. Make sure you vote for your favorite. The first one that will be available for voting is Action Figure Toronto's Sandman. The custom number 2 will be Silver Samurai by Lou and Aiden's Customs. Jin Satomi's version of, what's this character called, by the way? It's a new character. It's called Mastermind. Number 3. Number 4 is going to be The Old Man Punisher by E2 Bros. And the 5th custom available for your vote is going to be Phoenix Force Creations Cyclops. Head on over to my YouTube channel. Well, you're on my YouTube channel. Go to the community tab and cast your vote for your favorite custom from this episode of This Week in Customs. This is Brock. Thanks for hanging out. Please hit the like button. Players, sub if you haven't subbed. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. Toys.